Welcome, everyone. I am here with Tanise Myers. And if you haven't had the pleasure of meeting Tanise yet, I want her to give her a little introduction to herself. But Tanise and I have known each other for a couple of years now. And one thing that I know about Tanise and her husband, Paul, is that when they say they're going to provide value, they're going to provide huge value. Tanise, I'm so glad we jumped on here. I want to tell people about what we've got coming up between Road Warrior Investors and Idaho REIN this year, specifically the event that we have coming up this week to start, or this month to start. But can you share with our listeners and viewers today a little bit more about yourself?
Absolutely. Thank you, Jonna. So Tanise Myers, my husband Paul Myers is in the background somewhere. Road Warrior Investors. We have been doing real estate investing for well over 20 years. We've done more than 500 plus homes in terms of fix and flip over the years, and well over 150 million plus in revenue over the years as well. And we have been, it's a great honor to be able to team up with the Idaho REIN group, Jonna, yourself, to do a 5-month series of some trainings for people, whether they're part-time or full-time, unsure if this is even a niche or something that they want to get into for real estate investing. And exactly what you said, when Paul and I go into a room to work with people, talk with people, we are not there for us. We are there for them, and we genuinely want to provide value back to them. So we take the time to understand what it is that they're looking to try to understand. We have a topic in mind, but and then from there, we do work to add value to make sure that you're able to walk away from that training session or that meetup with something you can actually take and start utilizing and doing.
That's right.
That's right. Did I forget anything?
No, that's very good. She leads everything.
It's great. And so for those that may not know you yet, you mentioned like a little bit about what you've done and stuff, but how did Road Warrior Investors come to be? I got to know this.
Road Warrior Investors. So you want to tell this story?
No, you're really good at the story.
Okay, I like telling this one. So Paul and I are empty nesters, and we love to travel. We also love real estate investing, and we have a network of over 1,000 real estate investors nationwide. The one story that we do not consistently hear out there is about the people and the positive impact in which real estate investors are genuinely making within the communities. You hear a lot of investors talking about the money, look at me, the shiny stuff. We're taking that away and peeling back the layers and going, look, this is a people business. It is about people. There's a lot of stories that go on behind the scenes that impact real estate. The reality is no one buys a house with the intent to sell it for less than what they bought it for or less than market value. No one does. But life happens and situations arise and they need our services for whatever reason, and we take that seriously. We have ethics and integrity behind that. And there's a lot of other investors out there that have that same level as we do, and we just wanted to take that story out there. And so that's where Road Warrior Investors begin.
I love that. And you and I, we started talking about this concept a little while ago, about this series and why it's so necessary. So why are we doing this? And what do you think people will really get out of it, especially this first event we have coming up in June?
Yeah, we have been talking about this. So, we talk to so many different people. Some people want to get into real estate investing full time. They want to go all in, but they aren't sure how, where to begin. There's so much uncertainty. Other people want that security of their W-2. They want that, they need that, they love that. That's great, but they want to be able to do something in real estate for long term. Is it part of their retirement path? Is it generational wealth? Can I leave something behind for my kids in terms of a rental or other portfolios for them as well? So there's so many variables within that. And I think there was a statistic out there too that we ran across, Paul, about less than 50% of Americans don't have enough saved in their retirement today. That's scary. So you can leverage it's really scary, right?
Yeah, I think it's way more than that. I think
I'm being conservative. And so when you think about that, what do you do? How do you leverage what you have already, that security of the W-2? Because banks love the W-2. If you have that W-2, use that to your advantage to be able to build additional wealth in your retirement plan, leveraging real estate. If you don't have a W-2, it's a little harder. It can still be workable,
So
but that W-2 is a golden ticket to help you get the financing needed for additional income or that retirement. So that's kind of how it started, I think, with us. And that's the first training. Is it a training or is it a meetup? Is it, what are we calling it, Jonna? An event?
It's an event. I know we're going to have some meaningful dialogue back and forth. It's not just us talking at people, right? We're going to take Q&A, and really, I think one thing that you and I share a passion about is just really getting to know what the individual needs are for the people who are there. And that's part of what this first event is going to be about, is really identifying whether they are most suited to go part-time or full-time, or we like to call it active or passive, and what that looks like. It gets some clarity, because I think there's such a glut of generic real estate investing advice out there, and how-tos and courses and gurus and et cetera, but you need to know where you're starting from, and you need to know where you need to end up, right?
Yes, exactly.
Everyone has a little different path too. So, and that's okay.
And we recognize that. It is okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
totally.
what's the best path for you? And that's, what was that?
Based on your skills and what you want to do and your goals and your time and all that stuff. So.
Yeah. And that's what we're going to be breaking down. That first meetup, that first event is focused on, if you're in that part-time path, that's okay. We're going to break down some specifics in terms of how to actually go and find a property and turn that into something that can be looked at as part of your retirement plan. We're going to break that down, very basics. And then we're going to move over to the full-time. You want to go into this full-time, and that's what you focus on and do. We're going to break that down as well. Here are the steps. If you're not there yet, here's what you need to do. If you are there and ready to go all in, here's what you do as well. So we're going to break that down as well. Now, the bonus, Jonna, is that we're not really, there's no additional hidden agenda here. We're charging you $15 to show up. That's it. I'm not selling a course. We're not selling a course. We're not doing that.
Or join Idaho REIN and come for free.
There that. Or
that's even better, see?
So we are genuinely trying to give back to people that want to understand this world a little bit more, pulling back the covers and going, here is your real paths you can take a look at and do. And there's no hidden agenda. We've been doing this for 20 years. If we were starting from scratch today, this is what we would do, period. That's it. So that's the first one, and that is on June 16th. It's in the evening, 5:30 in the evening. It's at, I forget the local pizza place.
Smoky Mountain.
Yeah, Parkcenter over there.
We could walk there.
Yeah, we could walk there.
So that's the first one, and then we're going to follow it with additional events or meetups as well, trainings. Over the next 5 months. I think July is the break, but August, September, October, and November, we'll have some additional meetups. And again, depending upon full-time or part-time, any one of the additional sessions will absolutely align to you if you want to learn a little bit more about real estate investing specifically.
I agree.
Awesome. And Denise, I interrupted you a little bit before we started recording. You were telling a story that was part of the inspo for this series. You want to elaborate on that?
Yes. We were in Snohomish, Washington. Do you remember that, Paul? We were in Snohomish, Washington, and we met with the Green Bakery owner. Known her for over 20 years. And such a sweetheart she is. And so we meet up with her, we get to talking, and she ultimately comes and she's like, look, here, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do real estate, and I don't want to do that full time, but here's my bigger problem. I'm this business owner. This is my world. I've gotten all these people working for me. This is great, but I have absolutely zero retirement. Zero, none. Oh boy. Okay. So that was the light bulb that went off in my head. Okay. Well, you could look at real estate as a part-time, just picking up 1 or 2. It's not even part-time. It's a side hustle, a few hours here and there to help you build your retirement plan. Right. And we started talking about that and breaking it down a little bit more for her. And she was just like, I had no idea, but she didn't know where to start.
Right. Which is so common.
It's so common because it is scary. Okay. I want to do it, but I don't know how to do it. And so breaking down, how do I find a property? What do the numbers need to look like to make sure I'm covered? Do I need to hire professionals to help me manage it? Do I do it locally or out of state? I mean, there's some basic stuff to look at. Where do I go find the money? And now that I have it, what do I do with it? Right? So all of those little variables that you need to understand, if you've never done it before, it can be quite scary. So that was the inspiration behind it, was What's her name, Lauren?
Or-
Lauren over at Green Bakery, she's a sweetheart. We've known her for more than 20 years, and she has fantastic gluten-free products. So if you're ever out in Snohomish, Washington, you got to go hit
And
her
someone's
up.
gluten free, so not by choice, necessity.
I mean, oh my gosh. So she's built such a great business, and it was such a hit to my heart to know that such an incredible local business owner who has done so much for her community and so much for people to work for her doesn't have a retirement. That
Right.
hurt.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, how do we help? And this is us helping.
I love that. And we're so aligned. And as you know, I've got I've got Idaho REIN, but then I've got real estate investing for life. And that's truly what it's about also, is just like, we want people to have their dream life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not all about money, but really the reality is having security going into those retirement years is a huge piece of that and a huge piece of having peace of mind in your life. So I'm excited. We are aligned in this. And of course, I'm more on the passive side, you're more on the active side. So it'll be really fun to have this conversation. And so if you're listening to this or watching this, it's idahorein.com/events. Go ahead and get yourself signed up, bring your spouse or partner or anyone that you think would benefit from this conversation. We really look forward to it, and we're grateful to be doing life in real estate together, Paul and Denise.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
it. Can I ask too, Jonna? We have
Yeah.
people do some comments down below as well. What we want to know too is if you come to this event, two things. One, I want you to come find us to shake our hands. It's an absolute requirement. You got to come find us. Get uncomfortable, come shake our hands and tell us why you wanted to show up and what you want to learn. But meantime, in the comments, fill it out. Let us know.
Right.
Part-time, full-time, I don't care which path. What is it that you want to get and walk away from this particular event? Let us know ahead of time, and I bet you we can answer it.
Absolutely. And what's really cool, you mentioned like come find us, but we do have a smaller room. It is limited capacity.
It is,
So
yes.
you will have a chance, I promise,
Yeah.
to ask your
Yeah.
questions direct there and to connect with us. And so I love that. And that way we can walk away with everybody knowing each other's names. And I've seen friendships develop out of these types of things too. So this will be great. You guys, thank you so much for taking your time to share a little bit more about the event. We'll get it out there, and we hope to see you here or invite your friends, and we hope to meet them as well.
All right.
Have a great day.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
Jonna.
you. See ya.
Thank you.